Hey guys, okay, back again real quick. Really wanted to do this video real quick. I just recently did a video yesterday actually, and it's probably it's up on YouTube already. But I was talking about this knife called the Alpha, Lon Humphrey Alpha. This is a cool knife. This is what I was talking about it. I probably should have had it out, but I thought, let me do a separate one on this one. This is a great knife. This is, to me, is virtually the perfect all-around camp knife, and then with the brute to forge. So this is what I was talking about with the Minuteman. You see the carbon scoring, carbon coloring, whatever you want to call it. So it's just not cleaned out and cleaned off, so you get that darker color on the metal, and then you can really see the hammer marks. If you look at, I'm trying to get this thing to focus right, but you can see the hammer marks in there. So, you can, and it's really cool. Gives the knife a lot of character as far as I'm concerned, and makes it a unique thing. It's not, not everybody, you go camping sometime, everybody pulls out a knife. You have something like this, it's going to be a conversation piece right away. What the heck is that thing? So this is the curly maple with orange liners. So similar to the Minuteman, same thing. It's got the curly maple with the orange liners, but you can really see the difference in these two knives. I mean, it's really obvious that the Alpha's a much bigger, much thicker blade. Width-wise here, much thicker. So these are like perfect, to me, kind of companion knives. They go perfectly together. If you got a task that this is really too big for, well, here you go, perfect. You got exactly the complement to it. And that's what I really wanted to kind of show that off and let people see that. Then the other thing is the sheath here. This is a scout style sheath. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like, oh, if you fall backwards, it's gonna smash into your spinal cord and you're never gonna walk again. Yeah, okay, I guess anything can happen. I mean, a grizzly bear can rip your face off too. I mean, anything can happen in the wilderness, right? But to me, this is good because I wear this at the small of my back. Well, actually a little bit toward it's reversed. I wear it this way. I'm a righty, but I'm kind of somewhat semi-ambidextrous, and I really like grabbing a knife with my left hand. Don't ask me why. I write with my right hand. I eat, fork with my right hand. But for some reason, with things like knives, multi-tools, that kind of stuff, I like them on my left side. So I have this pointing to the left. So the knife is like this, and then pull it out, and then but to complement that and to contrast it, then I use the Minuteman on the right side as a dangler. This is a standard dangler. So then I know, depending on the task at hand, which one do I want to grab? I want to grab the Minuteman. Yeah, that's all I need. Or it's heavy duty. I want to use but the sheath is made by a girl named Brittany Nicole. She's on Lon Humphrey's site. I'm not sure that she makes them for anything but Lon Humphrey's knives. This thing is great. I don't remember what I actually paid for it off the top of my head, but around the same price that you would expect any, custom sheath. I think it was in the $50 to $75 range, something in that range. And it might have been slightly more than that, but that's because if you can see on here, I had her do orange thread rather than just a standard white or black thread. I had her do some fancy stuff. You can see on the belt loops there, and on the even on the base, the body of it, you can kind of see. So she did some, just some basic fancy stuff with leather tools, leather stamps. Awesome, looks awesome. The leather is top notch. The whole thing is top notch, no question about it. And the regular, this is just like the Minuteman sheath, just a little bigger to accommodate the bigger knife, obviously, but basic belt loop type, there you go. So again, this is not a usage video because I'm in the same situation. We're all in the situation with COVID. We moved. I'm not necessarily in a more urban area. You might actually be able to hear a little bit of the traffic noise. Hopefully it's not so bad when I go to post-production. But there's not a lot of trees around here. There's just some bushes around the house. You know, I don't have, and at the old place I had some trees. I had the ability to collect some wood and be able to use it for doing stuff with, but I do not have that now. So I'm gonna have to wait until I can get out there. I mean, as I mentioned, one of the things that you can do, go to the most grocery stores right out in front of the grocery store. They have a there's a Harley riding by. They have little bundles of wood, and what a lot of people use those for is little metal disc type fire pits, and I have one of those. And so you can process wood, the wood that they have out there. You can use that, get it down into kindling, use some kind of fire starter, or use you know, just twigs, and create, you know, make a fire with a fire steel in one of these little fire pits. Oh, that's not roughing it in the outdoors. No, but it's practice. Practice makes perfect. You practice it. Anything you can do to practice is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I get this all the time. It's funny. I'll be talking to people, oh, you have to get out into the woods, man, to be able to do that. Why? Like I said, I do it in my fire pit. Just because I'm doing it in an urban area doesn't mean it's not teaching me and helping me get the skills down to be able to make a fire pretty much anywhere I want. So anyway, these go in my bag when we go to the mountains. We do have a cabin in the mountains. Again, haven't been able to get there because of the restrictions. I'm not supposed to travel. I have to quarantine for 14 days. Well, I can't quarantine for 14 days if I've only got a week vacation. So I, you know, pretty much can't do anything in those situations. So we haven't been able to get up there in almost a year now to my cabin. So God only knows what. Yeah, I mean, it usually takes a lot of work 2 or 3 times a year, you know, pretty much every season, but at least spring, summer, and fall / winter. Raking, you know, getting branches off the roof, a lot of stuff that you have to do at a place like that, and we just haven't been able to do it. Can't get up there. So hopefully someday I'll be doing that soon. And if so, then I'll be doing some real usage videos. And like I said, if it ends up being the next couple of months, might actually be able to get some of this wood at the grocery store and be able to do a fire pit fire, and then in that case be able to do a fire pit or a you know, a usage video showing how these work. But I know the Alpha, there's this thing is you know, this will do wood, this will do anything you need it to do. Extremely sharp. Always watch out. I'm sure for any knife, but because I've bought many of Lon's knives recently, be careful. These things are just scary sharp. You know, from him, it doesn't get any sharper than that. You know, sure, you can keep it sharp yourself, but he makes a super scary sharp blade. You know, when he grinds them and does the sharpening, they are super scary sharp. But this thing is just unbelievable. I mean, just unbelievable. So that's basically what I wanted to show you. I just wanted to show this off, this one. Try to get a couple of these videos. So I don't know how long it'll take me to process this one. I might get it done this weekend. If I don't, it'll be probably next weekend. And then I got something else for the following weekend, for the following week. So hopefully try to bang out 3 or 4 weeks worth of videos here real quick. These little quick ones, not good usage videos, not impression videos. Although I got to tell you, this is not my first Lon Humphrey. Now I've got several of them. He's got one. It's a much smaller one. It's called a tarpon. That's in a pocket sheath. That's my daily carry. Fixed blade knife. I also carry a folder. The folder is one that has some tools to it as well, and I use that at work all the time because I'm constantly needing a Phillips or a flathead screwdriver, or used to use a blade for opening and breaking boxes down, but I don't need to do that anymore because it's got a kind of a irregular shaped, odd shape is what I should say, not irregular, but it's specifically a box opener on that one, so I'll probably show that off too. It's a not a Leatherman, or is it a Leatherman? It might be a Leatherman. I'll have to get it out and show that as well. But just wanted to show this off, guys, and you know, just so people know I'm still kicking, still around. All right, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Lon Humphrey Knives, check him out. I'm telling you, these are just phenomenal knives. If you're looking for something that's that's either that you would consider a custom. I mean, something like this with the with the brute de forge with the hammer mark still on it and stuff. This is a semi-custom knife. Yeah, he makes 50 of them at a time to sell on Knife Ship Free DLT, but he and his own he sells them himself now too. He's got his own website. Excuse me, but he they're custom knives, really semi-custom, but this is as close as you're going to get to some of the really high-end custom knives where you're paying $500-600 and your waiting time is 6 years. This is what you really want to look at. So anyway, just a real quick one. Thanks very much, and I'm going to bang a couple of more out here if I can. Thank you.